Hello, this is my presentation for William Carey. William Carey was a British Baptist missionary who is known as the father of modern missions because of the great amount of influence he had on missions for years and years to come. And so, William Carey, he was born in a small town in Halsbury, England, in 1761, and he was a part of the Church of England, but he left when he was 18 to go seek Christ or seek God or follow Christ, and he joined a congregational church in Hackleton where he became a shoemaker, and he practiced that, and he met Dorothy there, and they got married. 2 years later, they moved to Moulton, um, which is where he first heard his call to missions. And so, even at this time, he was already practicing lots and lots of languages, and he had already mastered Hebrew and Greek and Latin and was working on some others. So he was already practicing languages way before his translation work that he would do later on in his life. And so, anyways, even though he had this call to missions, there wasn't much of a mission sending agency at that time. So he helped with a lot of persuasion and a lot of persistence to help um, persuade the ministers and the Baptist church there to start a Baptist missionary society. And through this society, William Carey was able to finally um, start his mission work, which was in India. And he took his wife, Dorothy, who was actually super hesitant to go unless her sister Kitty went. And so Carey, with his wife, Dorothy, and her sister Kitty, and their kids all moved to India. So but India was a very difficult place for Carey. Um, they actually didn't see their first convert for 7 years, and they faced debt and a lot of disease, and even the death of their son Peter, who died of dysentery when he was 5, and this led to Dorothy to eventually having a nervous breakdown, which she never recovered from. But even through all of this, Carey continued to do his work in missions, and he was eventually able to see the scriptures be translated into 40 different languages, including Bengali and Arabic and Hindi, and he he was a college professor also, and actually helped found a college there in Sirampore, um, and he also just got to see like the doors of India open to missions, and he saw many Indians eventually start coming to Christ, even though it took a while. He eventually started to see um, that change, and just like these doors to missions open up. And he also saw the prohibition of sati, which was the the tradition they had there in India of burning widows on funeral pyres um, alongside their dead husbands, and so he was able to see that change. And so Carey definitely played a huge part in missions um, for us today. Because if it wasn't for him, I would say it would have taken a lot longer for those doors to open to missions. And this is also a big influence, not just in history in general, but even for me personally and my family, because my family now works as missionaries over there in India as well. And so I'm very grateful for what Carey did, and his work over there. And so, thank you. This is my presentation on Carey.